Hey, what's going on, guys? Killer6 today. I want to show you guys how to install the community patch 2.0 for Borderlands the pre-sequel if you're playing on PC. Now, if you're on Xbox, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox H2O, whatever, any console, this does not work. I am super sorry. It's not my fault. I have nothing to do with it. I just want to let you know that right up front, because otherwise the comment section will be full of people saying, how do I do this on my PlayStation 1? And how do I install this on my Atari 2600? I don't know. You just can't. It only works on PC. Now, it might work on Mac. I don't know that either. This guide is just for PC. That's the only thing that I know how to do it on. All right, so as you can see, I've already got the patch and the filter tool already installed on my pre-sequel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just delete these, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. Now, I will have these links in the description of the video. I didn't create these things. I'm not responsible for anything. Don't mess up your computer. If you feel even remotely iffy about this, then just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not required. It just enhances Borderlands the pre-sequel, in my opinion, quite a bit. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to download what is called the filter tool. Now, the filter tool, this is it's straightforward. All you're going to do is you're going to download the filter tool, which actually I want to click on this button right here. We're going to do direct download, and then that's going to download it onto my computer. And I'm going to open up that location, show in folder, and then I'm just going to take that filter tool and I'm going to drag it over here into this, which is this is my main drive, my C drive, my program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Borderlands pre-sequel, binaries. So it'll look like this. You'll start from your C drive, you'll go to program files, then you go to Steam, then you'll click on Steam apps, then you'll click on common, then you'll click on Borderlands pre-sequel, then you'll click on binaries, and boom, that is where you want to save this. Now, once you have this, you can extract it into your binaries folder. Let's see if I did that correctly. I did. All right, so now in my binaries folder, as you can see right here, we have the zip folder, which we can now delete. We no longer need that. But you also have the filter tool, the readme text file, a UCP filter tool changelog, any of that stuff that you want, whatever. All right, next thing we're going to do though is we're going to download the patch. So once you get to this screen, okay, so from community patch 2.1, you have patch and patch notes. You can obviously click on patch notes and read all that information if you would like to. That tells you everything that gets changed in this particular one. You can also go back through and check the patch notes on the other versions as well. All right, so patch 2.1, and then we click on patch. Now, once you get here, instead of just clicking on download, I want you to right click on download and click save link as. And that's going to give you patch.txt. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go through the same steps that we did before. You're going to hit your program files. You're going to go Steam, Steam apps, common, Borderlands pre-sequel, binaries, and then you're just going to save it right here. So save. As you can see, I had the one in there from a minute ago. We're just going to override that. All right. So now over here, what you want to do at this point is you want to double click on filtertool.jar. Now, if you don't already have the latest Java, it's probably going to prompt you telling you that you need to update your Java. Go ahead and do that, and that will solve that problem for you. Obviously, then you just hit OK. And here it's going to ask you if you want it to hex edit your Borderlands 2, your Borderlands pre-sequel, and then enable the console key for both of these. Now, since on this particular one, I'm just doing the pre-sequel, I'm going to uncheck Borderlands 2.exe. You can let it do that too. It doesn't matter. Actually, here, we'll just leave them both checked. You'll see it doesn't have any effect. But all right, so this says it will automatically hex edit your Borderlands 2.exe. This may take a minute. Proceed. Yes. And then once this is all done, as long as you see this bar going across, then you know you did everything right so far. All right, so successfully enabled console for Borderlands 2 and successfully enabled console for Borderlands pre-sequel. And it seems like this was already hex edited. You guys will not get this message if this is your first time doing it. So we'll just click OK on those. All right, so here you can see this is the filter tool. Now there are a couple different versions, or a couple of different ways you can view this. You can do dark mode or regular mode. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to do it in regular mode. I'm going to make it big. On the video when I'm editing, I will zoom in on all this so you can see it nice and clearly. At this point, you can go ahead and close out this window. You can go ahead and close out this window, and then that just leaves us with this. All right, so on here, you got several different things. You got patch 1.0, and that shows you all the things that are changed there. You got patch 2.0, and it shows you all the things changed there. And each thing has its own sub menu. Do not uncheck anything that you are not at all sure about. All right, so now we're going to look at patch 2.1. So as you can see in this one, the spawn rate has been changed ever so slightly for tubbies. And then you got moonstone chests, launchers, etc, etc. Now you got some optionals, the 2.1 optionals. If you want to, you can click on that. You can choose to get your weapon slots earlier. Sponsored by Doll Extra Shot. I like that a lot for my handsome Jack. Make loonshines appear in the wild. That is a really awesome little feature. That allows you that in your vending machines, you'll find loonshine weapons a lot. Removes muffle from vacuum, not at all required or necessary. I don't worry about that too much. Nisha's action skill sepia remover. If you were playing as Nisha and you don't want to see the sepia, you can click on that. And then you got Clappy's action skill options for meat unicycle. Choose only one. So make sure that you choose only one of the things in there. I don't bother with that either. And then we got the customs folder down here. Inside the customs folder, you got different options here. Now, one of them that I absolutely love is the Roadrunner. Sledge's shotgun is turned into the Roadrunner. If you guys have been watching my pre-sequel playthrough, then you'll know that I absolutely love that. Let's see, charge shot mining laser, that's good. Fruit fly makes the blowfly in all elements. I don't bother with that. Viral marketer in all elements. I've actually decided to stop bothering with that. Remington's Edge to White Feather, I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to farm that at some point in my playthrough. Fatale in all elements, you can do that if you want to. Remove part lock on long nail, you can do that if you want to. Makes Hammer Buster a better spinny gun, I like to do that. Supernova skin fix, don't worry about that if you don't want to. Refill vendors. On this one, I think it's so that when you click on any of these types of ammos, it'll automatically refill them all for you. The one that I don't bother with is launcher. Because that's very expensive on ultimate mode. So otherwise I leave all the other ones on. Make vendors great again. This one increases the different color rarities in the vendors, like purples and things like that. So I definitely recommend that. Turns Flacker into a Carnage style shotgun. If you've been watching my Road to Handsomeness playthrough, then you've probably seen me use the Carnage, which basically is a flacker that shoots out nukes. I actually don't recommend that. It's kind of cool for 1 or 2 tries, but otherwise I would say don't bother. All right, what you want to do is you want to make sure down here that you set your patch type to offline. Set it on offline. It does not affect your ability to play online. It does not affect your ability to do this stuff with friends. It's just that's where it needs to be set. I've been told that that's where it needs to be set. You can hide actual code here. And otherwise, other than that, I would just go up here and hit save patch, and that should do it. Now when you close that out, let's go ahead and load up Steam, and then I'll show you the changes. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do when you've installed this is you want to actually run the patch. If you just go and start a game right now, it's not going to work. So what you want to do is you want to hit your tilde key. Now your tilde key is located just immediately to the left of your number 1 key on the top row of your numbers. So you hit the tilde key, which the tilde key, I'll show you a picture of that on screen just in case you don't know what it looks like. So once you've hit that, now you want to type in EXEC space PATCH.TXT. Hit enter, and as long as you don't get any kind of weird text or stuff right there, then it's most likely worked. But what we can also do is we can hit continue on a character. If you've already got a character, let's just load up this Jack, for example, right here. And we'll load him up in normal mode, it doesn't matter. And continue. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into his skills. Alright, if you look at this skill right here, laser surplus, it'll say slam damage is increased by 25%. That is one of the easy changes to spot on Jack. Alright, so another thing you can do is you can actually check in the patch notes themselves and see some of the changes there, and then you can compare. Moonstone will actually get picked up automatically, so if you encounter Moonstone and it automatically picks it up, then you know that it worked. You can also go back and take a look at the patch notes 1.0, and a lot of times some of these things will still be the same on other characters like Wilhelm, you'll see that you'll have different changes to some of his skills there. Athena's some different changes to her skills, Claptrap, etc., etc. So you can compare those patch notes to your characters and make sure that you do have a change. Now, a couple things to note about the patch. You will only have to run it once per time that you log in for the day. So let's say I save and quit and end for the day. Actually, right now I could switch to another character, you know, it doesn't matter who, and then, you know, go into the game and play as that character, and the patch is still working, everything's still good. But once I hit quit and leave the game, the next time I come in and hit play, even if I've left Steam open, once you've closed out the game, you're going to have to run the patch again. So you hit play, and then again, all you got to do is once the thing starts up, you get through all your menus, all your stuff here, you get to that main screen, try and make it a habit on the character select screen to hit tilde as soon as you get in there. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. If you guys have any questions about how to do this, let me know down in the comment section below. If this video was helpful to you for getting the community patch running, then I'm glad. I'm super glad to hear that, because a lot of people have come to me saying that I can't get this to work, something's going wrong. If you follow these steps just as I've shown you here in this video, then this should be 1, 2, 3, you're done, you know what I mean? Should be nice and easy, pretty straightforward. So yeah, just make sure you execute that patch every time you're about to start a game. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a great day.